Bonjour, mon amis. Ça va? Bienvenue! Welcome back to No Worries Not. Hello? No Worries If Not. That's the name of the fucking show. Episode 14. This lighting is crazy. Is it giving like. Am I losing it? It's giving kind of. Ooh. It's giving like. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I'm in my living room that my mum redecorated. And I don't know if you noticed, but we're doing this. I might move you, sorry, off the gate. Okay, that feels slightly better framing wise. I truly don't really know. It doesn't matter. The reason we're doing a hands-free moment is because I have some embroidery to do for a secret project. It's Madison's birthday present. And she's going to hear this, but I think she's figured this out, so there's no point in me lying. Her birthday was yesterday, so I needed to do both. Anyway, welcome back, guys. It's been officially 24 now for a week. Do I have any updates? I do. Guys, I've actually kind of been doing dog shit mentally. It's like so weird and so specific. I think maybe it comes with getting older. Maybe it comes with just life. I feel like this is such a normal emotion, but the future is so scary. Have we considered that? Have we considered that the future is actually really quite scary? And I always have known this, but the older I get, it becomes way more clear. Nobody knows what happens. And I just kind of think it would be really great and helpful if someone knew and they could tell me. You know what I mean? I think also something I've been having to think about and just have been thinking about a bit this week is I hold myself back a lot, guys. Shock horror. I'm a very I don't know, I'm a bit confusing because I'm very confident and I'm not very insecure. Lord knows I wish I was, because sometimes I really wish had the ability to rein it in, but I actually just don't. I can't. I don't know how. I don't understand. I've tried. I was that kid at school that would be like, I'm going to come in today and I'm going to be really quiet and I'm going to be really reserved and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, what happened to Tabs? And I tell you, I lasted 5 fucking minutes. I'd walk in, I'd see my friends. Oh my God, guys, even with the medication, there's just no stopping me. There's no stopping me. And sometimes I wish I was more self-conscious. Sometimes I wish I was more able. I don't. Do you know what I mean, though? Sometimes I think I would, what's the phrase? I'd benefit? It's not benefit. You know the phrase? Hey, I'll make one up. It would cost me nothing to do less. Whoa, guys, back in my t-shirt making era. But no, I think, I, for many, many, many reasons, haven't been able to kind of do the things I've wanted for a while, to the point where I've kind of forgotten what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? And so I think turning 24 and just a few other little things have made me start, have made me think, right, let me start doing what I want to do in life. And then I go, great, so what's that? So what is that? Because I think it's really normal and human, but when you end up in the capitalism machine, it's very easy to lose sight of what your desires are. And I have a broad idea of what it is I want to do. I think I've said before, and I think it's quite fucking clear. I want to do entertainment in some way. It used to be acting. It's entertainment in some way. But that's a very broad fucking thing. And there are so many different pathways into that. There are so many different avenues you can take to do that kind of thing. And I think once upon a time, I had a plan or a vague plan, which obviously can always change. And now I'm okay, I'm 24, I'm in a good position. Let me think about it. What do and I think I've been just kind of reconciling with the fact that I've forgotten how to live beyond survival. Again, guys, I need to make one of those, what was that fucking stupid book? Milk and Honey? Was it Milk and Honey? With that stupid poetry book. Honestly, I think I should make one with just the quotes. Didn't Lin-Manuel Miranda do that as well? I think I had it. And it just had like quotes in it. Someone or me, I should do things that I say on this podcast, and it should vary from like the actual insightful shit I say to like the things I say that make no sense. That would actually be quite funny. Maybe one day. I've still yet to even make fucking promotional TikToks for the last like 4 episodes. So one thing at a fucking time. But yeah, I guess I've been thinking a lot about that. And that's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, scares the shit out of me. The future, as much as I hate to admit it, does scare the shit out of me. I think there is a safety in survival mode. If you've been in survival mode for a long time, which I have been, because I dropped out of uni and then had to like figure out how to be an adult in like 24 hours. And so then I just was like, right, I need to get a roof over my head, need to make sure I have money and I can pay my bills. And now I'm in a position where like that's actually not the case anymore. I can actually like afford, and I'm like allowed to live a bit more. And I'm like, hey, so what the fuck is that? What is that? And it can feel daunting and it can feel scary because it's change. When you live in your routine, and you have been living in your routine for, I don't know, 6 years, it can be really daunting to be like, what if I did something else? Which, like, also what's weird is like I want to do something else. I don't want to live in my routine anymore. My routine is simply practical. You know what I mean? It's what I need to be doing, but it's not what I want to be doing. But I don't know what I want to be doing. So that's where I'm at. It's really like crazy. And also I think something that weird that's happened, I'm not even doing my embroidery. This is going to be tough. Come on, multitasking. I took my meds today, so I really should be able to. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that. What is on me? Oh, a sticker. Okay. Something weird that's happened with turning 24, which doesn't really make sense, but kind of does at the same time. And like, this isn't just turning 24, it's like other things as well. But I think for a long time now I felt very like old for my age. And I think that does come with like me dropping out of uni and me having to like be an adult. I think I did feel very much like I needed to be older than I was. I needed to figure things out. I needed to be an adult. And something that I've been really reflecting on in the past week is that I'm actually a child. Like, I'm actually so young. I think it's because I have friends who are older than me, who are in similar or different like variations of the same situation as me, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's no time limit. There's literally no time limit on life. You can do what you want when you want. Obviously, like, you don't want to regret doing things too late or not doing things at all, but there's no rush. There's literally no rush. And others would argue there is a rush because, you know, also, friend of the show, my dead uncle, died at 40. And so you don't want to beat around the bush. Hate that phrase. Hate that phrase. What does it mean? Where does it come from? Where's my phone? I'm Googling it. Where does beat around the bush come from? Medieval. Oh, guys! Medieval. Guys. Medieval? Guys, I'm going to have a panic attack. Originates from medieval to medieval. Guys, I've never thought about saying that word. No! Comes from medieval. Let's go with it. Hunting, circa 1400s. Where hired beaters... Where do you get those? Sorry. Hired beaters struck bushes. I'm having a stroke. Hired beaters struck bushes and undergrowth to flush out birds or games for hunters. They often beat around the bushes instead of directly on them to avoid disturbing dangerous creatures like wasps or wild boars. This reluctant, indirect action evolved into a metaphor for avoiding the main topic. Hey, so here's what's going to happen. That was so intense and actually so difficult that I cannot fucking remember what I was talking about. Now I do. Yes, you don't want to wait too long to do things. Because you never know, like, you never know what's going to happen. This could be your last day. But also, I think you can wait until the right time and you can take your time with things while still Like, knock on wood. Is that real wood? It fucking better be. I need wood. Guys. There's a pencil. Oh, here we go. I don't want to, leave this mortal plane tomorrow, but if I did, please don't, I don't want to. I think I would leave in a way, like I've got good friends. I feel like I'm a good person. I don't really have any regrets other than not doing stuff. But like, I think it's also, I hate, it's difficult with the whole like, live like there's no tomorrow thing. It feels very pressuring. And if there's one thing that I'm not going to work well under, it's like big pressures. Little pressures I can do. If we're at work and they're like, it gets busy and something goes wrong and like we need to like snap into action, I'm your girl. Like 100% I can do that. But when it comes to like, the world being like, you have to speed up. Yeah, so no worries. I'm actually going to be taking my sweet fucking time. You can't actually tell me what to do. I paused to check the lighting, which is now just going to get weirder because the sun's setting. And then while I was paused, my Amazon parcel for my mum's birthday presents arrived because it's her birthday tomorrow. So, Lord knows what I was fucking talking about. I think I was talking... No, okay, I kind of remember. I think living by the idea of, you never know when it's going to end is unhealthy, because if you're constantly, it's hard. I think it works for some people. Okay, let me say that. Whatever works for you, whatever helps you sleep at night or helps you stay awake at night, completely fine. But, I think also it's okay to take your time. It's never too late to do anything. Obviously, one would argue if you're dead, then maybe it's a bit late. But also, if you're dead, you're not even going to know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're dead. You're not going to be dead going, fuck, I wish I'd done that thing. You're dead. So, I think there's a fine line between, living like there's no tomorrow and putting too much pressure on yourself. I think my version of living like there's no tomorrow, because I do have like a really weird relationship with life and death. Like, and again, thank you, Mike. It's probably my uncle's fault because, I was 7 when he died, and he did die really young and he did die really suddenly, and like no one was expecting it. And so I think just, again, maybe it's the ADHD brain when you just like, like it's kind of a neurodiverse thing to like when you learn a piece of information, like sometimes it takes you ages to process something and sometimes it just goes, okay, cool, that's just a rule of life now. And so again, like since I was 7, I've just kind of known that it could all just end tomorrow and you might have no warning. And while some people might go, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I don't see that as a bad thing. I see it more as a thing of like, my version of living like there's no tomorrow is I just try to make sure that I'm happy with all of the decisions I make. And sometimes that means making the safe decision, for me at least. Like sometimes the decision that I'm happy that I made is to not do the crazy thing that might go wrong. I'm not saying that's the right way to live, but I think that is how I live. And so, I do stay comfortable and I do stay in my job that, isn't the career that I want, but it pays the fucking way. And so, and I'm not miserable. I was once. 100% was once, and I got out of it because I went, fuck this, I don't want to be miserable anymore. But I'm not like, I know I could be happier, but I think it's not unreasonable. It's like, oh my God, English is just not coming to me today. It's unmanageable. I don't know. I think it's unrealistic to, because even also, here's where I take issue with the idea of like, do everything you want to do because you might live to regret it. It's not that easy. It's just simply not that fucking easy. Nothing is that easy, especially if you want to go into like the entertainment career in any sense of form, like whether like that's like as a musician, as a like dancer, as an artist, as anything in like the creative world. It is not as easy as like tomorrow I can just go do it. That's just simply not how it works. And so I think I get really frustrated when people are like, if you don't do it, you regret it. It's like, how do you know I'm not doing it? How do you know I'm not doing it? I could have done 15 auditions today and not got a single one. And then you're going to look me in the eye and go, you'll regret it if you don't do it. Well, it's not my fault. I'm not doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so I think that's why I find issue with it as well. But also, the truth of the fucking matter is, I didn't do 15 auditions today. I did jack shit today. That's not true. I went and got lunch with Georgia. But like, I didn't, I haven't done anything towards my fucking career. But I do think that 24 is going to be the year that maybe I do something. But it is so scary. And I think it's not even like a fear of, I guess it is a fear of doing it and failing. But it's not like a fear of failure in the sense of, I don't have like, I don't have a fear of rejection. Like, rejection is simply part of the fucking job when it comes to like doing anything like acting. Like, you're gonna not get shit, and you're gonna have people who don't like you, and you're gonna have probably people say really fucking weird and fucked up shit to you. And that part, hey, that's absolutely fine. I think my thing is like, if I invest, I have a fear of like investing loads of time, money, and energy into something and seeing no results. I think that's my thing, because I know, as somebody with a disability and many chronic body things, my energy is precious, and sometimes I don't have a lot, and it can be really exhausting to put loads of effort into something and then get nothing back. Like, that can be the worst thing in the world. And there's also so many other things. It is like, I don't know. I think it's also for me because I dropped out of uni about 6 years ago. And since that, have just been having to, get my head down and get money and just focus on working and keeping a roof over my head. And so I am really also out of practice of like doing any sort of acting and being in those spaces. And don't get me wrong, like, there's been moments recently, like, even if I just like do an audition for a play locally, or hang out with like my dad's friends, because my dad does lots of like performing in Brighton, and I slot right back in. Like, don't get me wrong, like, at the end of the day, as much as I hate to admit it, those are my people. Like, those eccentric theatre people that we all hate, unfortunately, those are my roots. And like, I grew up with my dad doing play readings in our house, and also like all of his friends making me and my brother be in their short films. And my mum's like a fucking music teacher and like has a grade 8 and like 16 instruments. There was no world where I wasn't like this, unfortunately. But I do still feel like it is like when you're out of the game for so long and you've taken such a big break, which I had to do, like for my own sanity and for my own livelihood. I couldn't put any focus on continuing on down that career path because I had to eat and do. And so now it's like, okay, I'm ready to go back into it. I'm ready to see what that looks like. And I just like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. I do think maybe I need to like go down an education route, but that does make me want to actually put a gun in my mouth. And so I hate education, guys. It's not that I hate education. I love learning. I love learning. Oh my God, I love learning. And I love training. And I love, that sort of thing. But I hate academia. I hate most education systems do not work for me and who I am as a person. They are built for one type of person, and that type of person, sure as hell, is not fucking me. And so the idea of going back into any sort of education fills me with fear, because I'm just not, it's not built for me. But then, you don't have to, go to like fucking performing arts or acting or drama school to do it. Like, most of the fucking, big film and TV stars that we know didn't. But again, I'm so out of practice. I don't even know how to do it anymore. And then I have things like this. I think I would love to, again, God, every episode I'm going to go, I'm going to put more time into this. And I won't. But also, in fairness, it's been a week and it's been a busy fucking week. So like, give me a minute. But no, I do need to get better at promoting this. And I need to get, we're at what? Week 14 of me doing this. How many months is that? Well, it's about 3 months. And I've made absolutely zero attempt to get a better mic set up. And do you know why that is? Because the second I get a better microphone, I have to get better at editing. And Lord knows I can't be bothered. I can't have this be high maintenance. So we're getting this for now. Have I watched any more film and TV since saying last week I want to watch more film and TV? No. Because I went back to work. And so I forgot how to do anything ever. Is that true? Oh no, I did watch the New York Philharmonic, where's my phone? Production of Company with, okay, the cast of this is crazy. Let me get this. Okay, so Company is a musical by Stephen Sondheim. May he rest. It was his birthday recently and I love him. It is a really, really wonderful musical. I love Sondheim so much. It is like, okay, let's see what this says, plot. Oh my God, that's the whole plot. Company is basically about a bachelor living in New York, and he has lots of friends, and all of them are couples. All of his friends are in relationships. They're all married, to be more specific. And he's, I think, turning 35 at the beginning of the show. And the whole show is basically them going, oh my God, you need to find someone, you need to settle down, you need to get married. And then him seeing their relationships and seeing all of the flaws in their relationships and going, why are these guys standing here saying get married? They're literally miserable in their marriages, whatever. So the cast is Neil Patrick Harris as Bobby or Robert, Stephen Colbert as Harry. Who else is in it? Jennifer Laura Thompson as Jenny. Original cast of Dear Evan Hansen. Stand up, represent. John Cryer, who he's in what was he in? I swear he was in 2.5 Men. He is in 2.5 Men, no worries. Patti LuPone. Controversial, but I love that woman. Yes, she said some crazy fucking shit, but I love her. Christina Hendricks as April. Anika Noni Rose, I don't know how you say that correctly, who is, you're welcome, the voice of Tiana, Princess Tiana. And I'm almost there. That one. That motherfucker. As Marta, great part. And another 100 people just got off of the train and are looking around and another 100... Guys, you got to watch this fucking show. And then here we listen to this shit. In the ensemble, and these are people who are just kind of singing a little bit of chorus lines and pushing some furniture around. We have Jessica Vosk and Ariana DeBose. Angela Bassett did the thing. Anita and West Side Story by none other than Steven Spielberg. In the background, and so I'm watching this. When was this? This was 2011. I'm like watching it. It's on YouTube for free, by the way. And it's just like the staged concert kind of version. And I'm looking, I've watched this so many times, but I didn't know who Jessica Vosk and Ariana DeBose were. And I'm watching it and I'm like, holy shit. That's Jessica Vosk and Ariana DeBose just like pushing furniture around. This is like the beginning of their career. It's a really, really, really good show. And I watched that because I'm kind of a little bit... I have phases of not being back in my musical theatre game, but like just kind of going back and remembering certain songs, and it's always Sondheim because that man has a way with words and music that is just so... At the end of the day, I'm a huge music nerd, and I appreciate a good lyric and a good like fun time signature and music motif, and so Sondheim's going to be giving me all of those. And it's just, I understand people who don't like theatre because like what they're thinking of is like, the annoying shows. But what's hilarious is I also don't like those shows. I'm such an asshole. I'm like the equivalent of like when like a straight white man is like favorite film is Wolf of Wall Street and is like, or no, do you know what? That's not what I am. I'm like when you like see those guys on Hinge and they like to tell you like that their favorite film is some like really, really niche like indie French film, and like when you say that you don't know it, they go, oh, so you don't know that film but you say you like films. That's actually really embarrassing. That's me with musicals. I'm like, what do you guys know about falsettos? What do you guys know about Natasha Pierre and A Great Comet of 1812? Like, I'm bringing out musicals that no one knows about, and I think it is because I'm like, I don't know, I like a niche musical that is more about storytelling and lyrics. Oh my God, what do you guys know about fucking The Band's Visit? The Band's Visit won Best Musical and no one knows it. And it's great. It's fucking wonderful. And it's musically so beautiful. So beautiful. Something different from the band's Visit or what's the other one called? Can't remember. And Omar Sharif. It might be called Omar Sharif. I don't remember. No worries. Just I'm really back in my music game, to be honest. I kind of fell off music for a bit, but I'm trying. I've been listening to a lot of Kendrick Lamar because I'm so late to Kendrick. It's actually quite embarrassing. For some reason, the only song of his I knew was You, which is like kind of a fucking intense song, but it was on this random playlist that I listened to years ago. And so it was like, and it's a fucking great song. And so I knew that song, but didn't really know any other Kendrick songs other than the ones like everyone knows. And I've just been listening to a lot of that. I've been listening to a lot of his like untitled shit because, God, he's jazzy. At the end of the fucking day, he's got some jazz going on in his songs. It's kind of crazy. And God, I love jazz. I think I just love when people are good at things. I love when people are good at things. It's never going to not be impressive to me. Like, just when someone is so good at their craft, I'm like, I eat that shit up. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it fucking is. And maybe that links. Maybe that links because I'm not doing the thing I want to be doing. And so when I watch other people do it, I'm like, God, you must be having the best time ever. Guys, it's so fun to watch people do what they love. I love it. Hey, I'm 24. I've got literally the rest of my life. However long that is. That could be 2 days. No. Do you see what I mean? I'm bringing such a weird energy to the function. I don't know what's happening to me at the moment. And it's also, I said at the beginning that I'm not doing well mentally. I'm like fine as well. That's what I think is really weird is like, I don't feel like depressed. I don't feel like, you know, the world's about to cave in around me. I don't feel like hopeless. I think I'm just feeling like I don't want to be stuck as stuck as I am, because I'm feeling a little stuck. Just a little. But also it's crazy to feel stuck at 24. It's crazy to feel stuck at 24. Right? We shouldn't be feeling stuck at 24. 24, like you've barely done anything. And so, you know, guys, why am I not funny anymore? Have we noticed this? Or is that just me? I feel like these used to be so goofy. They used to be so goofy, and I talk about, you know, silly stories from my fucking childhood and like silly little quips from me like going to hospital and like being goofy. And now it's become like, guys, I've lost sight of my future. We're like, what the fuck, dude? Chill the fuck out. But I guess that is kind of where the world's at. We're all having to like do a lot of inward looking and reevaluating of our values and the big word I've been using recently is recontextualizing. I feel like I'm very much having to recontextualize, thank you, my life at the moment and kind of go, okay, wait a minute, let me just gotta shift some stuff around. New perspective and all that jazz. Do you know what I'm actually really excited for? That's coming soon. Noah Kahan's new album. New Perspective did remind me of that. Great song. Still need to listen to Ray's new album. I did take my meds today. I got Scout's honor. Guys, I'm like bad at words all the time. This is what's crazy. It's crazy how my brain is not built to speak sentences well. I hate when I do that, when I'm talking about the thing and I do it. My brain is not built to speak. Yet, here I am, saying, what if I spoke weekly to myself and the general public and then posted it on a public platform for everyone to see, even though I know full well that speaking is not easy. Okay, it's not even speaking. Like, I'm good at speaking, as in, like, just the act of speaking, but that doesn't mean it makes any fucking sense. Maybe I should have a career in it. Honestly, is there a career in podcasting? Is this even podcasting? Do you know what I was actually thinking? And, like, let me know downstairs. I saw that from Hive Mind. Let me know if this is something you want to see. I think I should make YouTube videos about, like, niche shit, like kind of Mike's Mike adjacent, Love Mike's Mike. Everyone go watch Mike's Mike. Like breakdowns of stuff. I think something I would like, one thing I would actually have wanted to do for a really long time is like a in-depth breakdown of Scream from High School Musical and how it's the best song in the entire franchise, maybe in Disney history. Like I think Scream from High School Musical did something that can never be redone. It can never be remade. And I think I'd be able to actually genuinely like do a in-depth breakdown of not only the music video but also the vocals and also the music, like that key change, the guitar solo. But like I don't know how to do that. I think that's something people would watch 100%. And if I'm already posting these on YouTube, like no worries, baby screaming outside, do you not know that there's people fucking trying to do business in here? I think like if I'm already posting stuff on YouTube and I have this YouTube channel, I might as well utilize it and just post my stupid shit. And also with those, like, there's no pressure. I think Ted Nivison is another guy who, like, it's kind of, I guess, commentary stuff. But he will do, like, when he did his, like, I watched all of the Barbie movies. And then he, like, did a whole breakdown of that. Like, I'm thinking that. But then also, you know, those kind of videos do take a lot longer to make. And so I'm not saying I'll have one of those out every week. But what's the harm in just doing that? Like, I love, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I love talking and there's a baby screaming outside my house. Should I throw something out the window? No. No one talks about the short impulse anger that you get with your ADHD medication. Luckily, I'm very calm. Ooh, you better chill. I bet you can't even hear it. Maybe it's just me. I think it would make sense for me to do that sort of thing. I think it would make sense for me to, like, just do some deep dives into random shit as a YouTube video. But I think I'd need to learn how to, like, screen record on my laptop. And I'd probably need to get a fucking better mic set up. Maybe that will be what does it if I start doing other stuff. Who knows? Who fucking knows? It's my mother's birthday tomorrow, guys. And all of her presents just arrived. She's currently been doing a lot of stained glass because my mum's also, like, doing more of her, like, she used to do stained glass all the time, but she's, like, getting back into it. And I think she's going to make me something which is really cute. But for her birthday, I got her, like, basically a little desk organizer. I found it on Amazon. And it was just, like, a desk organizer, but it came with, like, pens, a stapler, a tape dispenser, and it's, like, it, like, spins. It's right up my mum's street, and it's purple. And then she also texted me saying she needed more pink and purple pens because she, like, marks, like, work with pink and purple pens. So I got her some pink and purple pens. I also got her a new makeup brush that she needed. I think I actually kind of fucking killed it. You know when you're like, because maybe it is her birthday dinner tonight and I ordered this stuff yesterday. Maybe that is true. But I still think I killed it. My mum also did, as I mentioned last episode, she came and she did my house. And when I tell you, she's changed my life. Like, I actually can't, like, I said to, like, it was funny. Like, I was showing my friends photos that mum was sending me as she was doing it. And it just looked like a clean flat. And I was like, I wish we had before photos so you could see what it was like before. Because it wasn't even that it was messy before. I just had so much shit. And she's, like, gotten rid of furniture. She's, like, bought me all these pillows. And you can't see it right now. And also you might just be listening. But I have this amazing new desk that, like, lifts up. And she's put all of my sewing stuff in the desk. Like, it's just, like, is, like, way better than I ever expected. I was just like, hey, can you just try help me get the format better because it makes me really overwhelmed when I try and move my furniture. And I didn't like where my furniture was. And that was it. I was just like, can you just help me get it to that place? And not only has she done that, she's completely sorted out my whole flat. And so the least I could do is get her a half fucking decent birthday present. And yes, I ordered it yesterday, but I did it and I got it. And then I'm getting picked up. And it is indeed one of the teachers from my secondary school that's picking me up because my mum was a teacher at my school, and so all of her friends were teachers at my school, and so one of my old teachers is picking me up. And the thing is like I'm kind of friends with a lot of my old teachers through my mum, and, like, knew them before I even went to school. This teacher, I remember him being so lovely, but I've not interacted with him half as much as I have with other teachers. But he's a lovely, lovely man. So hopefully we have things to talk about. I don't really know anything about him. But Lord knows I can keep a conversation going. Isn't that right, children? It was also Madison's birthday yesterday. Everybody say happy birthday to friend of the show, my wife, Madison. Oh, it's Mum's birthday tomorrow, Madison's birthday yesterday. Oh my god, Mads died. No, she didn't. That's fucked up. Mads' birthday was on Good Friday, the day of Jesus' alleged crucifixion. And then my mum's birthday is on Easter Sunday. And so maybe my mum is Jesus and so is Mads in a way. Also, what I love about the whole Jesus thing is that man was born a Capricorn, died and came back in Aries. T. But also should have been the other way around. To come back as an Aries, to come back as like the most newborn baby of all of the signs, to die as the old man of the signs and come back as a newborn baby is tough. And that's going to be tough. He came back and things got real chaotic. I don't know anything about the story of the Bible. I know nothing. But based on simply the fact that I know that he started as a Capricorn and finished as an Aries, I'm like, did shit get crazy after he came back? Like, when he came back, was he just, like, really impulsive? Did he have, like, a real bad temper? Aries man. Oof. I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments if you know anything about the Bible. In part 2 of that book, when he died and came back, in chapter, in Act 2, in the second act... What just happened? That came from upstairs. Do I text? Anyway. Yeah, in Act 2 of the Bible, did he come back kind of on his bad bitch shit? Like, I don't know. Because if he did, astrology's real. If Jesus was being hella impulsive and, like, childlike in Act 2 of the Bible after, Easter Sunday, best believe that's the Bible saying, hey, the Lord said astrology is real. Did they mention astrology in the Bible? In the Bible, are they going, oh, Mary was a Virgo? Do you know what I mean? Apparently, I'm like named after somebody in a Bible. It's weird though because in some, I'm not sorry. Let me fucking rephrase that. My parents did not name me after anything religious, but as in my name is in the Bible somewhere. Because I googled it, as we all do. But in some versions of the Bible, she's called Dorcas. And in others, she's called Tabitha. And this is where I go, guys, why can't we just at least get our story straight? If you're going to tell this big, elaborate fucking story, at least tell it the same way. Everyone just seems to be yelling and banging around my street. Are they arguing? Jesus Christ, I need a piss. Give me a second. I'm back from peeing. And I need to just really quickly clarify. I am not shitting on religion. I don't know enough. This is coming from someone who knows nothing about religion. You believe what you need to believe. Sometimes I'm like, hey, what a beautiful thing, having this thing that helps you guide your way and make you believe in something. If you use it for evil, fuck you. No worries. If you use it to validate your bigotry, then actually, yeah, I do have a problem. But if you have any religious belief, you go crazy. I have no opinion on it. I personally was not raised that way. And I don't know about all of that. And so everything I'm saying here is in pure jest. And I would actually love to know, is astrology mentioned in the Bible? Can we all acknowledge, was Jesus acting like an Aries after Easter Sunday? Or was he always a Capricorn? That's all I want to know. I wonder if, wait, I'm going to Google. I am indeed going to be Googling Jesus' birth chart and seeing if anything comes up. Wait a minute. This is saying he was born on Saturday 28th. Dude, famously born on Christmas Day. Okay, here we go. Is this the birth chart of Jesus Christ? This is an article by, I don't know who. Ask anyone over the age of 5 and they will tell you that Jesus Christ was born on December 25th in the year AD 1. Real. The year at least is wrong. Wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this is actually Jesus' birth chart and motherfucker wasn't a Capricorn. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my god, he would have been a Virgo. A Virgo man. Oh, that's tough, Jesus. Oh god, I don't know how to read these charts. This is crazy. No self-respecting Capricorn would die for other people's sins. This is fucking wild. And that's so real. And he had an Aries moon. A Virgo with an Aries moon. An Aries, fuck me. Jesus wasn't born of a virgin. He was born in the sign of the Virgin. Holy shit. This is, okay, guys. I'm gonna actually low-key do research into this because that's insane. Another one claims that he is a Pisces sun with a Capricorn ascendant. Also fucking tough. I don't know how they would know his ascendant. They'd have to know what time he was born. No worries. Aquarius moon and that's just fucking wild. Whose else's birth chart? Oh my god, I want to look at Trump's birth chart. I kind of want to do an episode where like I just talk about people's birth charts. I said this the other day, like I want to get strangers' birth charts. Oh, fuck me. Oh! Guys, I'm not going to say anything on it, but if you know, you know. He's a Gemini sun, a Sagittarius moon, Cancer Mercury, Cancer Venus, Leo Mars. That's... Hey. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's so fine. I want to know, like... Okay, who else's birth chart would be fun to look at? Like, I want, like, some old historical... Oh my god, what was Henry VIII's birth chart? Henry VIII's birth chart. Okay, Henry VIII. Cancer man. He was a Cancer man. With an Aries... You're lying. You're lying. He was a Cancer man with an Aries moon, a Leo Mercury, a Gemini Venus. The man who famously had 6 wives had a Gemini Venus. And a Virgo Mars. So he was indecisive, bored quickly, and judgy. Guys, astrology is real. Also, Leo Mercury, kill 'em all, no worries. Like, oh my god. And an Aries moon, dude was angry. And a Cancer sun, he's manipulative. He rules with his emotions in a fucked up way. Guys, astrology is 100% real. You cannot tell me. King Henry VIII having a Gemini Venus is so funny. Guys, this is not going to make sense to a lot of you, but I just want you to know Donald Trump being a Gemini with... What was it? He was a Gemini with a Sagittarius moon. He has ambition for all of the wrong reasons. He's spontaneous for all of the wrong reasons. And he's got Mercury and Venus in Cancer, and Cancer men are the most manipulative people I know. Now, I know some people I know and love and that are dear to me are Cancer men. Do you deny it? Do you deny that maybe you have incredible skills of manipulation? You don't necessarily use them for evil, but do you deny it? Anyway, guys, I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about anymore. I don't know how we got from my relationship to death to King Henry VIII's birth chart, but hey, all in another day's work, you know what I'm saying? I love you all. Life is not too short. Life is whatever the fuck you want it to be. Just make sure that you are loved and love. Love and be loved. That's all that matters. And hey, be careful of Cancer men and Aries men. Aries women are the best. And Virgo women are tough. They're tough nuts to crack, but they're some of my favourite fucking people. Anyway, that's my advice for the week. Happy Aries season. Enjoy it while you can. Taurus season also is kind of good, but also Aries season, like, let's go fuck some shit up. That's what I'm saying. Also, if somebody please could go away and do the research and find out exactly what Jesus's birth chart is and whether he was a Capricorn and then turned into an Aries, that would be great. Happy Easter. Have a good one. If you're off for the bank holiday, congrats, you win. I'm working the whole time. Anyway, love y'all. See you later. Mwah.